Welcome to this 30th week hello. It's been a little while since I've made one of these. I think it was back in March. I have a few things I want to say, get off my chest, kind of throw out there. And to those of you that will check it out, cool, you'll have the information. And to the most of the people that won't check it out and will keep asking the same questions, I will at least have this video to reference. I'm going to be going over 6 things, going to try to give about a minute and a half each. The first is old shows that are on the channel already, but people are recommending that I watch them. The second thing is why my videos look and sound the way they do. Third thing is movies and why there aren't more movies, talking about them. Fourth is future show ideas that you all have recommended, just want to float some of it out there. I want to talk a little bit about my hardware is the fifth thing, like my external hard drive, my camera, that sort of thing. Last but not least, the predatory monetization and just Patreon whoring that is just rampant all over YouTube and why I will not be participating. First up, old shows. People in comments have recommended that I watch True Detective Season 1, Arcane, and Squid Game. They're on the channel. They're here. I've made playlists for everything. If you click the playlist button at the top of the channel, then click it again, it'll open it all up. I made the playlists and then never attached them to the outros or descriptions of videos, so I'm gonna have to sit down one day and backlog everything, so. But playlists are on the channel. You can peruse them at your leisure. Or leisure if you're one of those. Big thing here. Why my videos look and sound the way they do. As far as the visual setup, I don't like having... In some of my earlier videos from the old channel in 2017, I'm full screen and then the show is a small rectangle. But then once I started doing the new stuff, I made myself a green screen cutout in the corner and then put the show full blast. I don't think I'm pretty enough to be full screen, and I think the show is what people are mainly drawn in for. And then just kind of having me off to the side like a little Mystery Science Theater 3000 type, you know, riff, thinking out loud, talking. And about the talking out loud, that's a conscious choice. Like, I know I could shut the fuck up. I know a lot of people want me to. But the thing is, if I'm just making facial gestures or, you know, doing quiet shit with my face, for copyright's sake, like more than 15 or 20 seconds of a scene and the whole video will get blocked and I'll have to re-render the whole video, which can take up to an hour. So I'm very conscious on keeping small 10-15 second things separated with me talking in a blurred full screen. It would be quicker to edit if I was the full screen, and then a lot of people just adjust the opacity on the layer to kind of quick mute it to get past the filters. I could do that, but again, me full screen, I don't like it. I try not to speak over things that are important, but I don't know what's important. But I know if I don't talk, then I don't have an editing thing, so then I have to fill it with something, but then I have to be aware and also paying attention, so it's an annoying balance, believe me. I wish I could just sit here and just watch, okay? That defeats the purpose. And as far as editing goes, when I do like me getting smaller or me getting bigger, it's, you know, a blurred backdrop of the show and then my face full screen. It's kind of old, and if something is funny or if it's a long rant or I think it's funny, you know, those little edits, those little push-ins, I just try to add a little something to it to keep it, you know, keep my rambling a little more intriguing or interesting. And if that's a complete fail, then I'm failing. But that's just my take on it, on engagement. And that plays back in the film school, and you know, that was a fun year. But in elementary school, middle school, I did a lot of stage work, plays, stuff like that. I've been in marching band. And then I've also been a tour guide, so I've had to, like, command attention, like, keep a group of drunk people guided, like, within bounds and move them from point A to point B. It's easier when you're looking at people and not just a camera. Like, you can get a read on where the problem people are or what their sense of humor is or, you know, how to navigate them or keep them interested. But on top of that, a lot of karaoke. I don't have stage fright. I don't really have any shame, or pride for that matter, so... what you see is what you get, and you're free to watch anything else if you like. It's my time to make these videos, it's your time to watch them. I stress every time, I hope it's worth your time, and I occasionally throw in it's your fault for being here. And yeah, that's why I've never asked for a subscription. I've never asked for anyone to come back, because that is on you. I don't know your life, and you're free to it, so enjoy. Movies. Why are there not more movie reactions on this channel? That's been a question that no one has asked, but I think some people are wondering about it, because I'm wondering about it. Like, I want to do more movies, but again, I talk a lot, and that's a problem for a lot of people. And movies are a one and done usually, so you don't get episodes in a season arc to build up, or like, you have to be super focused, and I don't think I am. On top of that, I have seen many movies. I want to say thousands. I want to, because like growing up, Blockbuster almost every weekend, maybe every other weekend. Before that, it was Earl's Video, a local place. A lot of video rental for years. Everyone would watch in the big family bed. Everyone would pile in and pop in the tape, and so constant movies. I watched movies as a kid growing up. Like, I never really watched TV shows until the last 5 or 6 years of my life. And like when I was in the military, when I was in the Marine Corps, I had a binder of DVDs. Like, I would, every week or every 2 weeks when we got paid, I'd go to the exchange the next and pick up a movie or two just out of the blue, because it was disposable income and I loved movies. So like, I had hundreds and hundreds of DVDs at one time. Went to film school. All the rentals from Blockbuster, rewatches. I want to go through a list of every movie and really check it off. I think it's thousands. I really do. So there's not a lot I haven't seen, which is why there's a lot more TV shows on the channel. Some channels do rewatches or commentary over things they are very familiar with. To me, that's kind of shitty. It's kind of predatory, especially if it's like a video or a movie that's popping right now, or a series, and people just want to throw in their 2 cents on it. And to me, that's kind of cheating. It's not a review channel, it's reactions. In my mind, it's supposed to be first time stuff. There may be an exception down the road. I don't want to say I'll never do a rewatch or something on a movie that I'm very familiar with, because I'd probably just end up talking more and be told to shut the fuck up, so. But if there's a special situation or something, I don't really remember from, a movie, maybe. As far as shows that have been recommended to me, the list goes: The Night of, The Plot Against America, When They See Us, Castle Rock, Godless Pam and Tommy, Doom Patrol, Mindhunter, The Tourist, Generation Kill, Station 11, Fringe, Continuum, Travelers, Counterpoint, Made in Abyss, Outer Range, Severance, Fargo, which I've recorded the first season, 3 or 4 episodes for my old channel in 2017. I never finished the first season, though, but I do have a few episodes recording. Better Call Saul, The Walking Dead, I have a few of The Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead, I've seen the first 2 seasons. Vikings, Love, Death, and Robots, of which I've seen 2 episodes of Love, Death, Robot. Cool show. And I also want to watch The Dark Crystal, because I grew up on the movie. It affected a lot of my artwork as a kid. It's in my fucking brain, and I want to know, okay? So a lot of shows there, a lot of ideas. You can throw more down there if you want. Okay, number 5, hardware and setup. Sometimes the shows flicker because when I record on the 720 at 15 frames per second, meanwhile the shows are 30 frames per second, so if something is off by a frame and I mess up, then there's a quick flicker, and I hate it, because then I have to go through with a fine-tooth comb on every single cut to correct it. But when I record on 1080 like this is, it's 30 frames per second, but might be getting a new camera, something that processes and does 1080 at 30 frames quicker than this old Logitech that I have, because also using 1080 is huge on my external hard drive. Like, twice now I've gone through it. I've gotten rid of shit I don't need on one pass. On another pass I moved stuff over I wanted to keep, but the hard drive I'm using is very quickly starting to fill up. Google Drives, because I had one on the old channel for full-length reactions, but it filled up pretty quick, and then it turned into having multiple fucking emails and cloud accounts just to keep stuff up, and that would be a list that would never end, and no. So I don't know if there's some sort of big free cloud storage thing out there, or if I just need to save up and get a new or another external hard drive to add to the pile. And that leads us into the last thing I wanted to talk about, specifically because with these full-length reactions that are big files, you know, I want to do something with them. Like, people have like little Patreon full-length watch-alongs, but I don't want to monetize behind Patreon. I know it's a hustle thing, it's an ambition thing, and I don't have any of that. Even channels that I enjoy, creators that I enjoy, the amount of stuff that they put up behind a paywall, and I'm like, really? Really? I get it, it's people wanting support and help out and stuff, but this just seems so weird to me. So it's like I have all these full-length reactions just filling up my hard drive, and I've been thinking about, you know, maybe releasing them, you know, onto the channel. It would not be behind a paywall or anything like that. If anything, I would maybe make a PayPal link and put it in there, and it's like, if you want to throw something in the bucket, that's cool, but if not, you know, you're already giving me your time, right? There's anything in the world to watch. So if you're watching my dumbass watching a show and you want to give it the 40 minutes, you know, I feel weird, you know, asking for $2 or $1 a month or some shit to have access to that. So thinking about just uploading it, that way it's off my hard drive. But then if the channel gets stricken down, then all that data is going to be gone. So it's like, do I back it up still? Is posting it not really getting it off the hard drive? Props to anyone who has the ambition, has the hustle, and is trying to make that money and get that bag. On my old channel from 2017, I was also playing a lot of video games at the time with my friends and uploading videos. A lot of those are just taking up space on the external hard drive, and I don't want to just re-upload one-to-one on those old videos because there's a lot of downtime, there's a lot of shit in there I don't like. I'm thinking about maybe like taking like a Rocket League and Overwatch, a Conan video, something, and cutting it, you know, 3 20-minute videos down to like a 5 or 6 minute little ha-ha-ha compilation with no links to the original videos because they will be dead and gone by that time. All in an effort just to free up more hard drive space. If I do edit those videos together, make little compilations, it will not be in place of a reaction. I'm just trying to free up hard drive space. You know, if anyone wants to play some Overwatch or some Rocket League, hit me up. We can make that happen. Right now, I'm living with a family member who needs help. Her and her bird need constant support, transportation, everything. So that's kind of has me stuck in a 1099 situation as far as work goes. I've got 2 part-time gig jobs. One hasn't needed me in like 4 or 5 months plus, and then the other job hasn't needed me in like a month and a half. So things are getting sketch here. So all these things are running in the background, and I have to divide it by, you know, do I buy an external hard drive? Do I get a new camera? Do I pay for cloud storage? Do I get a Hulu subscription to watch The Handmaid's Tale, you know? Do I cancel Amazon Prime after I'm done with The Expanse? There's just a lot swirling around in my brain. Feel like I have to do something to justify all the time. Because this is just a hobby, right? This is just for funds. Maybe a little PayPal link and, you know, throw something in the bucket, you know? I don't know. It seems... I also don't like asking for help. So I'm a dead-end street, but I'm having fun on the YouTube, so... But then I'm a mess, and I look like a mess, and I sound like a mess, and I just, you can tell those recordings when it's been a long night, a long day. Thanks for being here. I hope this was worth your time. I hope I make it some reasonable length. And yeah, leave any suggestions in the comments below, and hope to see you in another video. Thanks for your time, and goodbye.